Let's get to the rug in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Today we have 2 learning goals. The first learning goal is students will be able to identify the gist of the boy who loved words. Also, students will be able to use the habits of discussion when responding in class. Capiche?
Capiche.
Who can tell me what is a synonym for the gist? Brianna.
Brianna.
A synonym for the gist is the main idea of the story.
A synonym for the gist is the what?
Main idea of the story.
So, here's our close reading anchor chart for the first read. The first read, you get the
gist.
You ask questions. What jumps out at you and what is the main idea. Who can raise their hand and tell me a story that we recently got the gist of? Terrence.
Track series.
Mr. Foster,
In a complete sentence.
the gist is the last story is Mr. Foster.
The last story we got the gist for was Thank You, Mr. Fokker. What is another story we got the gist for? DeMarcus.
Track the market.
Trisha's Secret. Trisha's Secret School. Again.
Morgan.
Track Morgan.
Rain School and Nazarene Secret School.
Rain School and Nazarene Secret School. We're going to do it up. And it's dead on there. Dead on there. So today, as we read The Boy Who Loves Words, we will try and identify the
Gist.
we'll ask
Question.
about somebody, what they wanted, but what was the problem? What did they do to resolve the problem? And what was the resolution? So, we will use our 5 fingers. We will ask
Who, what, where, when, and why.
and make sure you're paying attention. We're going to do it again because it's on the board. We'll find
Who, what, where, when, why.
Capiche?
Capiche.
So as we read The Boy Who Loves Words, in front of you, you do have the book. You will track along with your finger. And if you need to pause because you have found a part of the gist, you can write that down on your respond to reading form. Capiche?
Capiche.
There are in this world people who are born
Collectors.
Some collect shells or stones, others feathers. Some have even been known to collect tiny teaspoons. Such a one was Felix. He was a collector of words. Felix loved everything about words, the sound of them in his ears, the taste of them on his tongue, tantalizing. The thought of them when they percolated in his brain, stirring. And most especially the feel of them when they moved his
Heart.
Mama, whenever Felix heard a word he liked, he shouted it.
Out.
He shouted it.
Loud.
He shouted it what?
Loud.
Oh, okay. Jot it down on a slip of paper, then stuff it into his pocket to
Say.
such a collector. Felix's pockets positively brimmed with
Words.
He stuffed new ones inside his
Shirt.
down his
Socks.
up his
Sleeve.
under his
Hat.
while other children bruised themselves with bats, nets, and all manner of balls. Felix stayed on the outskirts, always on the periphery, listening and collecting such a strange predilection. His mother a large, lovely woman from the old country worried. Could her beautiful boy find
Happiness.
waving her arms in the air? She was a windmill of worry. As time went on, people began calling Felix by a new name, Wordsworth. Hey, Wordsworth, kids would
Giggle.
There's a word for your collection. Eyeball, Felix replied. The silly sounding word should have made him
Giggle.
but instead it made him feel
Lonely.
It made him feel how?
Lonely.
I want you to think about this for a second. Think about a story that we have previously read, and think about Felix. Why does Felix feel lonely? I want you to get it in your brain. And once you have it in your brain, I want you to show me a thumbs up that you have it. Why does Felix feel lonely? And this is what we're going to do. Partner A is going to tell partner B why Felix feels lonely. Partner B is going to respond using the ways to respond. Capiche?
Capiche.
So partner A, why does Felix feel lonely? How do you know? Using evidence from the story. Capiche?
Capiche.
Are we ready to respond?
Yes, ma'am.
Partner A, let's go.
He feels lonely because one of his classmates wrote oddball instead. He wrote it and he said oddball. That silly word didn't make him giggle. It made him feel lonely. No, like because if I was singlet, I would just run out the classroom and just cry outside, so I wouldn't be embarrassed. He feels lonely because his classmates call him an eyeball. If somebody called me an eyeball, I would feel sad and I would want to go home. He feels lonely because they call him oddball. Because they call him oddball and he don't like that. Because if I was there, I would tell the teacher, and the teacher might get on him.
Partner B, it's your turn now. Partner B, respond to partner A. I agree with you because blank, I respectfully disagree, or I would like to add to your statement. You have 10 silent seconds to think about your way to respond. So for 10 seconds, your voices are off and you are thinking. I will know if you're ready. And I'll feel silent. I'm waiting on 2 more friends. I'm waiting on 1 more friend to be ready. Go ahead and share with your partner.
I agree with you.
If I was silly, I would go home and then I would
get my mama and my dad to come to the school to talk to the principal. So that
I see a few of our friends are done. Let's go ahead and wrap it up in 3, 2, 1, 0. So right now, Felix is feeling how? Now wait. He is feeling how? The book said he was feeling what? We use text evidence. Capiche? One night, Felix had a dream. Alone in front of an unusual aquarium, he encountered an oversized amphora. Curious, Felix gave it a tap. Swoosh! Out popped a swirling man. Venti, Felix explained. Then, Genie, he shouted, enjoying the tang of tasty new words. What you want? The genie asked. A wish? Such strange and savory sound, such an offer. At a loss for words, Felix suddenly knew his wish. It was for an answer. Is it true? Am I really an oddball, hey? You are Wordsworth, a lover of words. Already you have what people search their whole life for. An enthusiasm, a passion. What you need now is a purpose. A mission. Then, without a word of warning, the genie disappeared. Felix awakened from his dream. Lickety-split! He packed a rucksack with a pillow and blanket, apples, honey, cream soda, and his entire collection of words. He knew exactly what he had to do. Felix took to the road, determined to find his purpose. On the trail of his purpose, Felix's senses sharpened. He noted the nod and toddle of fools in the wind, the sway and swagger of tree branches. How at evening the light dimmed and announced the arrival of twilight and stars. Dusk, Felix noted, adding the short and enchanting word to his collection. But in time, Felix's steps grew heavy under the weight of so many words. It was harder and harder to move. He was shuffling and shambling when he might have been rambling and ambling. Perhaps what he needed to do was lighten his load, but how? Throw away words? Waste them. Impossible. They were far too precious. So right now, Felix is getting heavy with what? Words. But he doesn't want to do what? Somebody raise their hand and tell me. He doesn't want to do what? DeMarcus.
Track DeMarcus.
He don't want to go on.
Why? What does the book say? Why?
Because he went there words.
He don't want to do that, right? Because they are what?
Precious.
They're what?
Precious.
So that means he holds them close to his what?
Heart.
Okay. What you need, son? Get the reflection table over there. Felix was too tired to think. His exhausted brain could imagine but one thing: slumber. A splendid word. Failing, he was too sleepy to write it down. In front of Felix stood a large, lovely tree. Let's think about this really quick. He had too many what?
Words.
And they were getting too what?
Heavy.
Too what?
Heavy.
Yes, I see y'all been keeping up. So, he had nowhere to put them because he didn't want to destroy them, right?
Yes.
Because they were too what?
Heavy.
And they, to him, they were what? Too?
Precious.
Not heavy, but what?
Precious.
So he didn't want to destroy them, right? So let's make a prediction. Where do we predict Felix is going to put these words? Where is he going to put them? Let's think about it. We're thinking for 10 seconds. Where are you going to put all the words? A lot of words. They heavy. Woo. Hands up. Oh, I see a lot of hands. Brianna.
I put these and he gonna put the words on the tree.
She says she predicts that they're going to put the words on the tree. So, let me tell you one thing she did as a part of Bad Learning Goal today. She used one of the what?
Words.
And habits of discussion. She used I predict blank. So let's keep on going. Let's find out. In front of Felix stood a large and lovely what?
Tree.
He removed his jacket, stuffed like his mama strudel with
Words.
tenderly. He hung each word on its own separate branch, as if putting it to bed for the
Night.
With a sip of cream soda and a nibble of honey apple, Felix clambered and curled in a crook of the
Tree.
snug, he thought, and fell directly to sleep. Comfortably cradled there, he dreamed of his
Mama.
his
Mama.
his mission, and macaroons. His favorite.
Cookie.
What's his favorite cookie?
Macaron.
So macaroons are a type of what?
Cookie.
So macaroons are his favorite cookie, just like my favorite cookie is what?
Macaron.
Who know my favorite
Chocolate
cookie?
chip.
Chocolate chip. Y'all know y'all teacher right. So Felix's favorite cookie was what?
Macaron.
What's my favorite cookie?
Chocolate chip.
Okay. Y'all got it. During the
Night.
a pacing poet, unable to sleep for want of a
Word.
found himself under the same
Tree.
gazing hopelessly at the moon. Night after night, he'd been struggling to find the right words to describe it. Suddenly, mysteriously, a swirling wind blew up. 4 of Felix's words sailed off their branches. Reaching skyward, the distracted poet caught them. Discarding the words macaroon, he held tightly to lozenge, lemon, and licorice. The moon, he wrote in his notebook, growing more and more excited with each word, melting like a lemon lozenge in the licorice sky. My stars, the poet shouted. That's it. The following morning, Felix awoke to what could only be called a rhapsody of birds and
Word.
the poet was reading his newest poem aloud, a poem chock-a-block with Felix
Word.
wiping the sleep crumbs from his eyes. Felix scrambled down the tree and saluted the poet. Your poem, he told him, contains some of my favorite.
Word.
How beautifully you use them. Why, thank you. For once the words just seemed to come to me. Upon my word. How lucky I am. What, may I ask, is your name? I should like to dedicate my poem to
You.
For a moment, Felix hesitated. Then suddenly, for the first time ever, he proudly proclaimed, they call me Wordsworth. They call him what? Wordsworth. It was then that Felix recognized his mission. It was spreading the word, sharing his with others. So for the first time, Felix told this man that his name was what? Wordsworth. But at first, when somebody called him that, how did it make him feel?
Lonely.
Lonely, and what else?
Sad.
So now how is he feeling? Somebody raise their hand and tell me in a complete sentence. DeMarcus.
Track the Marxist.
Now he feels good.
Why is he feeling good? Because he found his what?
Word.
Not words, but what did the genie tell him he needed to find? His what?
Mission.
He went on a mission to find something that started with a P. His
Purpose.
So now Luscious leaned against a layered cake. Upon my word, how lucky I am, the baker exclaimed when he turned back and saw his ferocious new customer. Let's keep on going. Neighbors realized they were bickering when the words fuss, hubbub, and jibber jabber rained down on and stopped there. Fighting. Felix watched them grow still and gaze kindly upon one another after he cast lush harmony and chum in their direction. And so, by word of mouth, the legend began. It's Wordsworth, people would whisper when suddenly the right word occurred to them. He is near. They would nod knowingly. Upon my word, how lucky we are. Years passed. Felix was a man now, also a myth. But while he delighted in his work, he found that once again he was lonely. Solo, he sighed. So he was a man now, and he is lonely. So what do you think he needs now? Let's raise our hands and think about it. Morgan.
Track Morgan. A wife.
Felix needs a what?
Wife.
Miss Kevin needs a what?
Man.
All right. Good job, y'all. Remember. So, let's make a prediction. What do we think is going to happen next in the story? Let's think about it. We're going to put our hands down. We're going to think for 10 seconds. Hands up. Kaylee.
I predict he might find a woman and they might have a lot of things in common and he might
I want you to start over for me. Because I want you to really say that again. I predict
that he might find a woman and they might have a lot in common and he might want to marry her.
back on the whiteboard. If you agree with her, show me you agree. Let's find out if this prediction comes true. One day, after launching the words limber, spray, and gusto towards an aging, unhappy man, Felix heard a sound in the breeze. A single, pulsing, marvelous note floated through the air and found its way straight into his heart. He exclaimed. Pursuing that perfect note, Felix found a young woman seated by a lake, playing a flute. Suddenly, his heart was aflutter. May I have a word with you? What is your name? They call me
Melody.
They call me
Melody.
The woman sang out. The music of her voice, combined with the charm of her words, was to Felix the sweetest of all songs. It was love at first listen. Together they journeyed back to Felix's hometown, to his mother and father. What a reunion! How his mother smiled when she saw them. Worried that they looked thin, she cooked Felix's favorite food: brisket, dumplings, plum crumble strudel, and of course,
Macaroni cookies. Macaroni.
And of course,
Macaroni.
to comfort their tired feet, Felix's father cobbled the couple his sturdiest
Shoes.
rested and restored. Felix resumed his life's work, joyfully gathering and scattering words on the wind. Since then, word by word, legions of lucky people have discovered and delighted in them. You too may find yourself lucky if one day, while you are thinking of writing or simply speaking, the perfect word just seems to come to you. If so, you will know that Selig is near. And on special days, if you feel like humming or subtly bursting into song, you will know that
Melody
is with him. Upon my word, you may say, how lucky I am. So, I want you to go ahead and take out your response to reading.
When we were going to Florida, I was trying to tell you, I wrote something for my character.
Okay. 1, 2.
Let's go.
Let's make sure we're in slim now. Voices are on 0. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my name on it. Somebody, who is the main character? Who is the main character? Marshall.
Marshall.
In a complete sentence.
Silly was the main character.
Felix was the name, so we're going to write his name. Let's open the book up and see how to spell it. S-E-L-I-G. Let's get some spelling. Let's spell it right. Let me write it. S-E-L-I-G. You don't get a pencil from out of one of those boxes. Felix. What did the main character want? What did he want to find? He wanted to find his what? All together on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Purpose.
He wanted to find his what?
Purpose.
His what?
Purpose.
So in a complete sentence, I would write Felix, because remember we always say the character's name. Felix wanted to find his purpose. And I'm going to give us 10 minutes to complete this silently. It's the rules. Let's go. I like how Brianna is going back to the text to help her locate the gist of the story.